Alright, it's the final chapter of Mai Ball. I feel I'm really pretty upset about this. I thought this series had a lot of potential. I thought it could be like another Saki-esque Titanic franchise. Moe and Mahjong, that makes sense. Soccer, Moe, just as easy, just as brilliant a combination. And I thought that the end of this long tournament arc would be just the beginning. Then they lost, and I was a little shocked. But I thought, all right, this could lead to interesting things. But no, it led to the end of the series. I really don't know what's going on. It's the final chapter. Thank you for reading. I mean, well, I really enjoyed it. So thank you to the Sora Inoue. I thought it was a fantastic series. But it's ending. Oh, and it's gonna be a real sentimental ending too, isn't it? Oh man, when they start with just the empty shots, you know what I'm talking about, right? The empty shots of familiar places. It's like the easiest kind of nostalgia, sentimentality, leaning on type thing to do, and yet it works so well, and it's earned. It's easy, but it's easy to do in the moment, but to earn that emotional weight, to actually make it matter, to actually make you sad when you see it, that's not easy. That's what takes 107 chapters to do. Keep going. What is this? A flashback? Oh no, this is another student on the sideline cheering on Mai. So our team is out practicing again, it looks like. I don't think this is an official game because there would normally be like a ref to pass the ball there. It wouldn't just be some random girl on the sideline. And the scoreboard would be probably a little more elaborate than just some taped up stuff. Oh, and it's Tsubami-chan. All right, yeah, they're fighting against the school, the one that has the Russian girl and the tiny girl, Franklin. Practice match. Their love of soccer is still strong. Mai's hair a little longer. Looks like we've skipped forward a bit in time. Ooh, and Reika gets a goal. All right, they've tied it up. Going into extra time, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe if it's a low-key enough match, they'll just be like, all right, it's a tie. Boof! What? Reika says, for no apparent reason, boof. Which is slang for a number of different things, none of which apply here. But she's just trying to try it out. She looks a little wilder now. Eat my goal. Look at all these fangirls on the sidelines. I think these are new students trying out for the club. Now maybe making their own line so that our girls can finally take a break so that they don't have to play for literally the entire match all the time. I want us to be able to play just like those two, right, Chen? I'm going to play like Mai? That's a pretty tough ask. Of course I do. After all, we are our children that they had using IBS, just like in the Saki universe. No, I'm not sure who they are. There are dual aces. Nice, nice. All right, Franklin rallies again. The Russian girl making some bold proclamations here. Tsubami-chan rolling up her sleeves for some reason. And then, of course, we cut from this to the bathhouse. Should they have the little locker key? For some reason, I think that's really, I don't know, nostalgic, I guess. Ray got a little sunburnt. I don't think that's true, but whatever. Yeah, she's always wearing long sleeves. But yeah, she my beautiful porcelain skin. Yeah, the other girls, they actually are, well, at least in this one panel, kind of show that they're a bit more tan tan lines make a girl look healthier. There's no way he doesn't like his girls with a bit of brown on them. That's the way to start. So they all still in love with the coach. They can't see the opportunity for love that lies right in front of them. Also interesting that only one girl depicted on this page is actually depicted with like nudity. That seems strange to me, but whatever. I still don't know the logic of when fan service is applied in the series and when it isn't, and how far they'll go in what situations, but whatever. Oh, no, never mind. Now they're just going crazy. 3-3 against Franklin. Wow. They've been grinding pretty hard. Have a tough time this summer playing another tournament. Now they're going to have their meeting. Sure, sure. Their meeting is just, of course, relaxing together. That's just their euphemism. Ha ha. Nice, nice. I will say that this series does make athletics look fun, you know? I played soccer as a kid, and I wasn't really into it. I mostly just tried to not have to do anything. There was like one summer where I took it kind of seriously. I played defense, and I got pretty good at like taking the ball from people. And that was kind of satisfying. All I would do is just like fighting game them, try to read what they were gonna do, and just kick the ball really hard, and then go back to just standing around and doing nothing. So that kind of had a nice appeal to it. It had this sense of like, once I take care of this problem, I can just do nothing again for a little while. And I always wanted to play the furthest back defenseman so that I wouldn't have to push up the field as much. So yeah, just as little running as possible. I used to hate running. Now I like running a little better, mostly from playing in the groove and getting better stamina from that. And no finesse, no like dribbling the ball or having to like pass to someone specific or let alone taking a shot at the net. Just like boot it down the field as quickly as possible. And yeah, I got decent at that, but I was never really into it. And then like that summer where I kind of took it seriously, it was like so much more exhausting. And I'm like, okay, never again. But when I read this, I'm like, man, I should have like went at it. Like this looks a lot of fun. The strategic element I just had never once concerned myself with, and yet now I actually see that it's very interesting in a game like soccer. And this is the most important part, and this is something that it took me a long time to realize, and it took me playing stupid arrow stomping dance games to actually realize, is that the feeling of becoming physically exhausted and then like relaxing in a bath or even just in bed or taking a hot shower or anything like that is so wonderful. Oh, it's so nice. You just feel like you're melting away and that all of this pain and soreness and stiffness just dissolves. Oh, it's so great. And this series, I think, brings that through like really, really well. Both sides of it, the exhaustion and the relief. Second years now. I'm surprised there wasn't more fan service just now. I thought they would do like a big final fan service extravaganza. But that's it. Managed to attract 5 new players. Didn't let me give her a trial though. Incredibly hard in first years, long we're scared to join as a result. I was gonna say, like, some of these girls look new. Yeah. I was a little confused. I thought maybe I just didn't recognize them, but whatever. They've only gone and done it. They won the Nationals. The team they lost to won the Nationals. Next year we'll beat them. Holy crap. The scanlators actually put in the entire text of the article, and it's like insane British slang, some genuinely looking football. Their foot replaced with a bloody traction engine. Really top class chicken. Seriously, bloody amazing. What the hell? Alright. I see the word twat in all caps, so I don't know what the hell's going on there. I think the joke is that it's like, this is like a British magazine like reporting on Japanese football. They've only gone and done it. They've only gone and done it. But look, this is really setting up as if there's going to be more. right? Especially the fact that it's Konbaru like holding the trophy and like smiling and not sweating or anything like that, and just being like, "Yeah, you only saw 5%. You only saw like 3%. My team could not even handle that 3%. So you want to see the full hundo? Nah, the series is ending. The series is ending. No hundo for you. I'm so confused. Why did it end like this? And now we have more dialogueless shots. The girl's hanging out. Here's her and her little sister. Nice, nice. Sure, sure. Oh, and this is the gigantic girl that played dirty football, making her pro debut. Chidori-san watering flowers with some sort of balloon thing. Sure, sure. And Mai and Reika hanging out. Maybe there's a reason you want to walk this way. Don't you feel I love this place too? It's quite wonderful here. Okay. They got one more opportunity to wow me. There's one more thing they can do that would totally make up for this untimely cancellation. And you know what I'm going to say. It's the secret route that has always been hidden, just barely out of sight, for all but the most dedicated viewers, all but us that have the Yuri goggles, which can perceive the hidden sapphic truth of any two girls' friendships. Show me the Yuri end. Please, please, just one time. Just one time, show me the Yuri end. It can't get any more perfect than this. We already saw what all the other characters were up to. We still have, I hope, a bunch of pages left. Because this isn't like a triple chapter anymore. Like, this isn't split up into weeklies. This was just one final chapter. So I hope it's like a full regular chapter length from before when they switched to weekly. There's a bunch of pages left. No more characters to show. Coach, if he shows up again, it's like, whatever. I mean, where was he the first half of this chapter? He showed up in one panel. That clearly can't be the focus. Come on. Yuri end. Just one time. One time. I know it's not going to happen. So I just wanted to get it out now. But this is my true feelings. As if it really needed to be said. Knew choosing this place as a training ground was a good idea. Ooh, dragonfly. If we win the next tournament... shut the fuck up! You gonna confess to Kunimitsu? See, this is a dumb way to end it. Like, why are you focusing on this? Because this was so underdeveloped, right? And there was this whole thing that Mai was like making out with him. That Mai would to gather courage, secretly kiss him. Okay? So then Reika's gonna say all of this, and Mai's just gonna be like, you think that's a good idea, champ? Are you dying? That's not a death flag. I mean, it kind of is. It's a series ending flag. But this shot is really nice. This is really cute. Ask you something. Why haven't you confessed to him yet? I always thought it was weird. Out of pride. If we'd won the final last year, I intended to confess to him. Kijian were so overwhelmingly strong. And the conditions I had set myself seemed like mere child's play. I tried to convince him so many times since then. I couldn't confess the shame of confessing based on such trifling conditions. Interesting, interesting. Alright, this is kind of fun. I'm actually kind of into this. This is fun. And it does explain some of the sort of underdevelopedness of this plotline. Like I always thought that they were just gonna abandon it, you know? like Saki did. You know, that there was the boy or Hibike or Tamako Market in my dreams. Where you have the man who is intended to be the love interest, and then they're like, wait, no. This is like much less interesting than the Yuri route. We're hopping tracks, we're taking the Yuri route now. And I kind of thought that Mai Ball would just do the same, where it's like, wait a minute, we haven't really developed this at all. This plot line doesn't really even like make that much sense. It's just kind of there. Let's just let it fade out, you know? And I think that's fine. Like, I wouldn't have begrudged them at all. Like, it is, you know, it seems a little lazy, but it's just good idea. So okay, like, so I'm a little disappointed that it's getting focus again now, but at least they're kind of like thinking about it a bit. I have to score a double hat trick in the first half. I have to score from the center circle with my eyes closed. I have to make you run for 15 kilometers chasing my through passes. Oh my god. Is that how you're picking balls all over the place today? These are so great. That last one like doesn't even make sense. It has nothing to do with her. It just has to do with what Mai does, because she just runs around all the time. Why is you best friends with rivals too? Oh my god. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I will say that I think I'm probably in the lead right now. Alright, well, okay, so like it's like okay, like this is about all the development I could have hoped. Like Mai says this line about I think I'm in the lead right now, and that kind of covers the whole good luck charm situation thing. Damn, just one time. One time. Do it for me. Okay? You're not the only one of us with a sense of pride. Well, that's nice too. I suppose I should have expected that for you. They bump fist. That's all I'm getting. That's all I'm getting. Not even a hug. Not even a hug. But I guess it's like the characters don't know that the series is ending. Right? And the characters think this is just another day. They just had another practice match and they're heading home. So I guess this is fine. I guess this is fine. My partner. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Holding hands, saying my partner, and walking into the light together. That's. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll forget all that stuff that they just said about Kunimitsu, and I'll take it. This is what I'll remember, and I'll be like, yeah, that series ended great. And so they go on. The girls take to the pitch, each with a hope in their heart, all chasing one goal. These are like characters we haven't even seen before. This is the idol soccer girl. They head into battle. Huddling up. Oh! They're in the final again. Okay. So now we've time skipped to the end of that summer. Now it's the finals again. This time I know we can beat them. A chance to show them just how much we hate to lose. Are we just going to see like the end of this match too? We're going to get them back for last year. Ready? Ooh, special feature conversation between the series editors discussing all kinds of behind-the-scenes details. Look forward to Inoue Sora's next work. Well, I will. I think they really showed themselves as a mangaka on this one. The art was consistently fantastic. Really nice kind of action choreography, and a great heart within it. So I have all the confidence in their next series. This ending was, I guess, all I could hope for. It's fine. No Yuri end, but they did hold hands for a bit, so that was... I'll take it. And there wasn't blatant het at the end, you know, like Coach hasn't appeared since like the first pages of this. So they must have known that that plotline wasn't really doing much for people. Because otherwise the ending would definitely be like a really sentimental romantic moment between Mai and Kunimitsu. And they knew not to do that. So it's like, well then come on. Just, you know what people want instead. Just go like a little further. All I ask is, well, it's true. If they gave me another inch, I would ask for another inch, and then I would just keep pushing until I'm like, oh, what? You call that a kiss? you call that a marriage confession? Just a little further. That's all I ask. One time, Yuri read. All right. Let's read the scan later's notes. Thank you for reading Mai Ball. It's been a long road, though in the end, not as long as I wish it could be. Same. Thanks to Base and On for giving me the chance to translate the series that I've been a huge fan of for some 6 years now. There's still a special bonus time with the editors to translate. For the sake of completeness / me not wanting to let the series go, I'll try to do any extraneous Tankobon bonuses, etc. Maybe if I get spare copies of even the halftime official Doujinshi series. Okay, that would be really cool. Yeah, there's an official Doujinshi series that I think is all just like slice of life and probably fan service. So that would be kind of cool to see. Keep an eye out for my Twitter for scans of some of the Tankobon bonus illustrations, as well as a lot of other miscellaneous bullshit. I'll be keeping an eye out for Inoue Sora's next work, which he said he wants to start as soon as he can. Your Eyes Adventures in Germany? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Man Could Dream, Goodbye, Kijikita. You Weren't Bad for a Team, carried multiple times by Wally, Jonathan Griffin, and Massachusetts Pervert. Alright. Alright. I guess that's it, huh? I liked it. I liked it. I really did like this series. It made me want to play soccer, which is not something that I thought would ever happen in my life. It made me interested in flesh sports. I like the characters a lot. I like the art a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing but good things to say about it. The pacing is what most people complained about. I was just kind of looking at comments and stuff sometimes. People, especially when it switched to weekly, people expected more from each weekly chapter. Like they didn't kind of think of it as just one monthly chapter broken up into 3 parts. They expected more resolution in each weekly chapter, which is fair. I mean, that's just how most manga works, so I think it's fair to think that. And in general, I think they thought that the matches were going on too long. And I think that's partially because this is one of those series that it just got more and more popular as it was going. There was never like a huge drive at the start for its popularity. Most of the fans came in later. So what ends up happening, and this is kind of something interesting about manga that I want to talk about in more length, is kind of like how people actually read series and how that actually influences what they think of them. So if you pick it up when there's already 70 chapters, you will probably read those 70 chapters within like a month, like within the wait for one chapter normally. Probably. If you're like a normal manga reader, I think that's usually what happens. Even in Japan, where often you pick up series by like going to manga cafes and reading through them, or dicking around in a bookstore and reading through it or whatever. You're going at a much accelerated pace. So the first arcs that you read seem like they're much faster paced and more exciting, and that stuff is just like constantly happening. And then when you're waiting month by month, things seem like they've slowed down to a glacial pace and that you're constantly waiting for some sort of development or whatever. So I think that's something that kind of went against this series. And maybe it was like when it switched to the weekly chapter, they had a big influx of people that started reading that magazine and then went and got caught up, or like they started reading it in that magazine, then they went and got caught up, then they complained about the pacing, and like that it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. And personally, I'm always of the opinion of, with regards to pacing, like just give me more. Like just take as long as you need. Honestly, like if you want to spend a chapter per minute on a soccer match, that's like super hype to me. That's like, I don't know. I think that really makes everything feel so significant and so intense, and it makes the endings so insanely climactic, you know? But I acknowledge that my tastes in this regard are pretty far from the norm. Like, I'm a big Fukumoto fan. Fukumoto also notorious for this sort of thing. I'm totally down with the 20 years of one mahjong match in Akagi. Like, I just love that. So I can understand where people were feeling bored, I guess. It's just too bad, because I think it is more just to do with how people read manga rather than actually inherent qualities of the manga itself. Because, like, aside from that, what could anyone dislike about this series? This series is just so good. It just has everything. All right. Well, we'll hope that Sora Sensei comes out with some new stuff soon. Yeah, all right. That's all for now.